San Diego, California, and Snapdragon Stadium. The Thunderbirds ready to kick it away first. And he takes this from inside the 5. Tackled and brought down at the 23-yard line, so not a whole lot of room on that return. The Aztecs offense will have the opening possession of the game. Hits inside, it's Mitchell. Rumbles ahead for a pickup of 5 to the 29. The Aztecs are in the hurry-up.
And you're seeing the offense now mix up the tempos. After a successful run, they're now going hurry-up.
Keep it on the ground. This time the defense was ready, and they stop him in his tracks. Now they'll face 3rd and 4 in their first possession of the game. To the air, it's Saunders. That was almost picked off, and what a disaster that would have been to throw a pick on the opening drive. Instead, it's 4th down. The kick is on its way. Trying to make one miss. He was hoping for a little more running room, but they're able to get him down at the 45. Now the Thunderbirds offense, who will go to work for the first time in this one. And here comes the junior running back. He may not be the best-known star around, but man, does this team love what he brings. Fresh set of downs going up top. He'll pull it down. And he has a solid gain on the play before sliding. They'll try to spread out this defense on 2nd and 3 with a 4 wide-out set.
Nice job by the QB, sitting back in the pocket. You can tell he wants to throw the football, go through his progressions. Nothing home, take off, and slide. I love the slide at the end. Don't take a big shot.
Jumped on top of the pile. They'll snap it from the 48 on 3rd and short. Powers inside. That'll get the job done and move the chains, and they'll mark the ball at the 45. And after that run, there is a player still down on the field. And it's the Thunderbirds getting set on 1st and 10. Tells to run, wants to pass. Throws to the wideout. It's picked off, and they ruin the drive with a turnover. Didn't really have room to operate on the return, but he hands him the ball at the 32. Guys, let's see what adjustments this San Diego State offense has made this time. They went 3 and out on their first possession. Now to see if they can be more productive this time around. Hit and stopped right there. Not much on that pickup.
That's a really nice play. It's impressive. When it's 1st down and the defense thinks you might be running the football, you still can line up. You can get some movement at the point of attack and find a little crease for your running back.
Makes the stop at the 49, but not before he gets in plus territory, gets 15 and a 1st down. Back to throw, it's Saunders. Out wide right, it's Napier. They stop him almost immediately. Short gain there, and still a little ground to cover to pick up the 1st. Now hits it, it's Mitchell. Looking for room at the 30. Gets him down at the 26. Big play there. Give him 15 yards on the gain, and they move the sticks. They'll ride the hot hand. Defense right there to stop him in his tracks, and they get nothing on that play.
Defense is about firing off, hitting the offensive guys, and staying in your gaps. Everybody knowing where they're supposed to be. You could tell the defense, everyone was right where they're supposed to be, nowhere to run.
And he strides his way into the end zone. Touchdown, Aztecs!
That's a nice job by the offense there in their 2nd drive. I know in the opening possession you go 3 and out, you're scratching your head. It didn't obviously go the way you wanted to, but a good job of sort of collecting yourselves, going through the next couple play calls and making sure everybody's back on the same page. We saw this offense, David, on this drive really be in sync and finally find the rhythm.
You got to like the answers, right? Like sometimes you come out, sometimes you're situated and you're ready to rock and roll and it comes out hot. Sometimes it doesn't, but I like the response. Their defense does their job, gets them the football back. They come out, execute. Nice job getting on the scoreboard.
Selling the run, but he wants to throw it. Trying to escape and get it himself. And he avoids the hit and slides after the short gain. The Thunderbirds come to the line in the hurry-up. Selling the fake. Fires left. What a job to lay out and make the catch. Now a first down from the 45-yard line.
Man, I love those guys that are willing to put their body on the line, and he does it right here, man. Just lays out. That ball's coming in. You can see it from several yards out, making that play, laying out, keeping the foot.
Can't find the man, and he'll be knocked down at the 40.
And a big defensive tackle getting off the rock. Nice job seeing play action, understand his pass, beats the guard, gets to the quarterback, and gets the QB on the ground.
That last sack got them behind the sticks. It's second and long here. Holds and fires complete to the right. The defense wouldn't let him loose, and even though it's a completion, they lost yardage.
I mean, getting suffocated right away. How about the DB? Just seeing that initially, pulling the trigger, getting to him, get him on the ground, get the tackle for a loss.
After those last two plays, let's see if they can get it out of reverse on 3rd and 18. Under pressure. Complete to the left. Major gaps in that defense, and he got loose, and they finally knock him down at the 41.
And that's this guy's 3rd catch now on the drive, and I like how this offense just keeps going back to him. Look, if you're not going to cover him, we're going to keep throwing him the football. We don't have to overthink this thing, and as every completion happens, the quarterback is gaining more and more confidence in this guy.
Man, this defense is dialed and already forced one interception, had a chance right there to get another one. Everything this offense does so far, they are reading it, breaking on it, and making some plays.
Quarterback keeps it. Runs through the tackle. Wide open spaces. A huge chunk play as he gets it all the way down to the 11. And it's the Thunderbirds pounded the rock to move the sticks now back to work. Jackson gonna throw it. He just missed the target on that one. Gotta put it on his body. Operating in the red zone here on 2nd down. From the gun. He bullies his way all the way down to the 5-yard line. Really need to pick up this conversion and avoid having to settle for the field goal. Looking to throw on 3rd. Keeping his eyes downfield. They'll make the stop about a yard short of the first down.
And we've already seen it a couple times now. Like, he is more than willing and actually quick. He's quick to get those puppies moving and get out the pocket and go scramble and make a play. If this defense is paying attention, his feet is a big part of this game plan.
And he breaks the play. Touchdown, Thunderbirds. Extra point here will tie the game. An impressive, long, meticulous drive ends in points.
They just matriculated the ball down the field, didn't they, Reese? So impressive. Didn't see a lot of explosive plays, but how about the execution? Running and throwing the football. Wow.
On the run from inside his own 5. He'll be brought down at the 22-yard line. Good coverage on that one. His return is stopped short of the 25. First play of the drive comes from the 22. I don't think that's the way they drew it up. Incomplete.
And I know it wasn't successful there, but you can go back to last week. Like, they're going to throw this man the football. They find creative ways to get him the ball. Really good coaches get their playmakers the ball in space, and that's what I like about this offense. I bet they come back to him and find a way to...
Makes the grab and room to run. Crosses midfield. The 30. He's at the 20. And he got away from the defense and takes it in. Touchdown, San Diego State.
This offense is high octane, boy, and you just saw it. Not a lot of time needed for them to go all the way and score 6. Well done.
And the point after is good. He'll bring it back from inside his 5. They'll corral him and get him down at the 17-yard line on the return. So the Thunderbirds offense is out on the field and ready to attack. This feels like one of those games you might have to answer every score, already down 14-7. First snap of this drive will come from their own 17. Jackson will throw. Rush right in his face. Knocked down after a pickup of maybe 2, and man, that pursuit, they had their hair on fire.
And we've seen this several times now. Like, he is more than willing to take off and make plays, and you can tell the defense is starting to adjust a little bit. They see it, they know it's a pass, but they had eyeballs on him, and as soon as he took off, they ran to him, and they made sure they got him on the ground.
Nowhere close on that one as he got drilled trying to deliver the football, and now they face third down. Now this offense tries to figure out a way to move the chains after the second down misfire. On third down, he drops to throw. Oh, he wants it all. And it slips through his fingers, incomplete. That would have been a huge gain if he could have squeezed it. The Thunderbirds will try to pin them back with the punt. This will be their first punt of the afternoon. Fields the punt. He only needs a sliver of daylight. Wide open, and it's a foot race. He just about took that one all the way to the house. They finally get him down after a tremendous return. Couldn't ask for better starting field position for this offense. Wants to throw on first. Right side, it's Ford. They make the stop at the 5-yard line, but they've got it first and goal. Going to the run, it's Mitchell. Nothing doing, and he was lucky to get back to the line of scrimmage. It's second and goal.
Well, the defense blitzed on that last run, but it was the big fella on the inside that made the stop and made the play. Great job flying out of his stance, locating where the football was, and getting to the ball carrier. Really good job at the point of attack.
First quarter in the books. Let's see what kind of numbers these two wide receivers are putting up. They are lined up and ready to go and get things started here in the second. Starting off this quarter close enough to smell the goal line. They want to dance their way in on third and goal. He'll be stopped short, could not drive his way into the end zone, and now they're faced with fourth and goal. The defense uses a timeout. That's their first. And they'll have 2 left to work with here in the first half. It's fourth down, and they'll try the field goal. Didn't make him sweat at all. It's good. And now the lead is even bigger.
And you want a touchdown and you want to be aggressive, but man, right down the middle, that obviously gives me some confidence down the road that I can trust this guy.
On the move from inside his 5. And the coverage team able to make the tackle. Ollie, what update do you have on that?
here on the Thunderbird sideline. During that last drive, their starting quarterback set a new school record for passing yards, and the sideline made sure to celebrate him. There is so much energy, enthusiasm. They're patting him on the back, patting him on the helmet, guys. He's had to leave his helmet on because he's getting so much love and congratulations. We'll see if he can go back out there and make even more history here today. Guys?
Thanks, Holly. Oh, pressure's coming. And it's a sack. The defense coming up big there. The sack is great, but the secondary deserves some credit, too.
No doubt. When you can cover like that in the secondary and drop back in your zone and only rush a few, and you feel comfortable getting home, and they're going to get to the quarterback, that is a great feeling, and that's fun to be a defensive coordinator calling the plays.
Looking for a big play. And it goes through his hands. Oh, he had an explosive play right there for the taking, but couldn't reel it in. And it's the Thunderbirds will punt it away on 4th down. 3 and out, they got stuck in reverse. They hope the punt can bail them out. Very little will make a crowd hold its breath like a punt return, and he brought them to their feet on that one. San Diego State trying to get things moving on this drive. They had to settle for the chip shot field goal last time, Jesse. They'd love for this one to pay off bigger.
Yeah, it just comes down to execution, too. Did a nice job out in the field, stalled a little bit once they got down to the goal line, so they just need to be a little bit more crisp here, Dave.
Yeah, and listen, I think the first part was the most important part. You got to put the drive together first to get down there. Now, when we get down there, focus on execution and getting 6 points.
And the Aztecs want to move quickly. Looking to throw, it's Saunders. Out wide right, it's Napier. Good throw and catch. Takes it down to the 5 as the offense tries to cash in. They'll go to the air. Takes the easy throw in the flat. Quick throw, but he's not going anywhere. The defense was all over it.
Well, there was really nowhere to go for the quarterback with that football. He's just trying to check it down to his running back, and the defense was there, and they made the play.
Look out! Couldn't connect with his man in the end zone, but they're going to back up after this penalty is announced, I believe. They'll take the penalty and move them back. So they'll have to overcome the intentional grounding call. It's 3rd and goal. Looking to throw, and he needs a chunk play. Pressure is on the way, and the pressure has arrived, and down he goes at the 30. They'll play it safe and try for 3. He's got it, showing off that big leg from 47 yards out.
And that's not the way they wanted to end the drive, but nice job being ready and your field goal kicker coming through and putting 3 points on the board.
And no chance at a return here. They'll start this drive at their own 25. So the Thunderbirds offense is out on the field and ready to attack. They really didn't move the ball at all the last time they had it, hoping for better fortune this time around. Leaves it with the back. Gain of right at 7 yards, 2nd and 3 coming. Good spot after that 7-yard pickup on 1st down. It's 2nd and 3.
I like this idea by the offense going hurry up here. You just had a very nice run. Let's get back up to the line of scrimmage and go fast.
And he's swallowed up at the line of scrimmage by the big defensive tackle. Trying to squeak through the pile. Breaks into the open. They'll get him down, but not before he crosses the 50. He's down to the 49. The Thunderbirds will line it up on 1st and 10.
Well, the defense just had to chase that guy down and make a tackle after a long run, and no chance to substitute. They got to get the play call in because the offense is trying to go fast.
Looking for a big gain. And it slips through his fingers, incomplete. That would have been a huge gain if he could have held on.
Well, it's a great job by the back end of the defense that time, making up for what the front end of the defense couldn't do. The quarterback had all day to throw that ball, but it was the hit in coverage that forces the incompletion.
And now on the pitch, the ball's loose. There's a crease. He's dragged down to the ground, but what a play there. Scoops up the loose football and moves the chains. And it's the Thunderbirds are rolling down the field. On the move. Pickup of 5. It's now 2nd and 5. Kept it on the ground on 1st down. Now back to the line. The fake and wants to throw. Timed that hit perfectly to keep it from making the grab. It'll be 3rd down.
Not many receivers like to get hit. They just don't, okay? They're prima donnas. That's what they are. That's who they are. Nice job by the defender. You could tell he was catching the football. He was going to put a hit on him to make sure he had to think about something later, and you could see the ball pop out and fall to the ground.
And he stopped, brought down at the 18. It'll be enough for the 1st down. The Thunderbirds headed quickly to the line. They're going to ride this running back. He'll get that one all the way down to the 4-yard line before he stopped.
And this D's going to have to find some answers, guys. I mean, you've seen him. This offense has moved the ball down the field, done what they want. Now 1st and goal situation. Who cares about the yards? Like, step up right here, try to force them into a 4th down, try to make them kick a field goal.
Firing to the right, complete. And he'll take it in and house it. Touchdown, Thunderbirds. Getting set for the point after. Field shrinks, tight end grows. Big targets, big results.
I've never heard it put that way, but you're dang right. That guy is so big. A lot of times you get a DB matched up on him. He can just post him up. A linebacker, he can run by him. So that's why these tight ends are so dangerous down here in this red zone.
Here he comes. Oh, what vision. Can they catch him? They won't get him. It's a touchdown. They'll try to add another to their lead. And he made the extra point without problem. Can't do it much better than that. Get the kickoff return, take it 98 to the house, and put a touchdown on the board. He'll start the return inside his 5. And the returner could find no daylight. He goes down. Holly Rowe has an update.
Here on the Thunderbird sideline, one thing I'm really keeping my eyes on here today, guys, this quarterback is banged up. He told me before the game that he has had to really fight through some soreness throughout the course of this week. I can tell you he's already taken some contact, and it is definitely a storyline that I am following throughout the course of this game. I'll keep you posted with everything I hear down here on the sidelines. Back to you.
Holly, we'll see how they react. A negative play to open the drive. Let's see what they've got on 2nd and 14. They're all over him. He'll pull it down and run. He's brought down, but not before he turned that into a positive play and picked up a few on the run. Jackson gonna throw it. Flips it out to the back. He ended up losing yardage on the play, and that'll bring up 4th down. The Aztecs call their first timeout. And they'll have 2 left to work with here in the 1st half. Punt is on its way. On the return. The solid return there offsets some of the punt yardage and really sets up this offense nicely. Fresh setter downs going to the air. Fires to the wideout. Intercepted. Big play stops the drive. Knocked down at the 43-yard line, and the interception has him set up in plus territory.
And you wonder if that interception is going to bring this guy back down to reality a little bit. He was lights out early in this game. Everything he was throwing was right on the money, and that might have been a decision where he got a little bit greedy, and David, the defense made him pay.
And this defense has seen it time and time. They've been throwing the football, having success. Nice job adjusting, breaking on the football, making a play. They needed to break serve. They needed something to happen to go their way to kind of mess this guy's rhythm up. That might be the start of it.
They'll need a bunch on second down. Kept the last one on the ground, now they'll throw. Tight end finds a soft spot. And he broke one tackle on the way to a solid pickup there. Timeout called by San Diego State. That's their third and final one. The brain trust getting thoughts together for this big third down coming up. Right at the line. Uh-oh, look out. They'll move the chains. Good execution on third down. They've got it at the 41. Clock stops momentarily for the first down. They'll hurry to the line. Jackson will throw. Unleashes one. Complete to the left. Now he's got it all the way down to the 21-yard line, and they are threatening on first down. And it's the Thunderbirds come to the line with a new set of downs. Hands it off. He stopped at the 14-yard line, and they'll stay on the attack from there. It'll be second down, and remember, they can pick up a first without scoring. Before they snap the ball on second down, timeout is called. And they'll still have one in their pocket for what's left in this first half. Going to work in the red zone, they can't pick up the first down without getting it into the end zone. Handoff again. Couldn't fight his way out of his grasp.
Well, we know this defense is one that plays with a lot of pride, right? And part of that is their ability stopping the run. They're a top 25 unit in the nation when it comes to stopping the rush, and that really helps them out down here in the red zone. They're going to have to step up.
Touchdown, Thunderbirds! He got it back corner of the end zone.
That's exactly what this offense needed to do. You talk about answering at the right time, right before the half, close this gap, create some momentum, go into the half, put something together, try to come out with your hair on fire and win this second half.
And he takes this from inside the 5. Couldn't find a way to create that broken field as he stopped at the 25. Inside 30 seconds to play in the half. We'll see how aggressive they are on this drive. First play of the drive, he'll look to throw. Right side, it's Daniels. And he'll step across the sidelines after making a good gain on that one. Running out of time here in the first half, they're going to have to be efficient to put some points on the board before the break. Hauls it in. He puts him in business across the 50 into the 46-yard line. It'll be first down. Dropping back, it's Saunders. Got his man on the right. That should be the final play of the first half. We've played 2 quarters here and reached halftime, and we will now check in with Kevin Connors in the studio.
Guys, hard to believe we're a full month into the season. A lot of action in college football here in Week 4. Let's first take a look at Georgia State taking on the number 1 team, the LSU Tigers.
On the run from inside his own 5. And they'll haul down the returner to start us on the next drive. Holly, they seem very concerned about these injuries. What's going on down there?
I caught up with the Thunderbirds head coach. Their running back has been terrific, playing well so far in this game, but he is taking a lot of hits. He's had to absorb a lot of contact, running yards after contact, but they're going to keep their eye on him and see if he can power through all the hits, bumps, and bruises he's taken here in the first half. Back to you.
Thanks, Holly. He found a little opening and got loose. They couldn't stop him in the backfield, so a solid pickup there.
The number 1 key for this defense coming into this game was finding a way to stop this quarterback from running the football. And guys, they have not done a good job of that early in this game. He has been able to get out of the pocket, whether it's been designed runs or scrambles like on what we just saw. The defense has got to start changing it up. They need to spy him more, I think, moving forward.
And I love that decision by this quarterback. No monkeying around, man. Get to the spot, get the first down, lower your shoulder. I don't need a big play. I just want another set of downs. Nice job running the option, knowing where the first down marker is.
Nowhere to to go on that one. It'll bring up 2nd and 10.
Nice job by this defense creating that negative play. That's what all defenses want to do. But look,
quarterback feeling the pressure, and down he goes at the 22.
And I love playing man coverage on the back end, getting those receivers' faces. Don't let them feel comfortable and run zone where they can find all these holes in the zone, and my rush can't get home. Pressure them, pressure them, pressure them.
On 3rd and long, hoping to throw beyond the sticks. Blasted as he lets it go. Complete to the right. Just gashing this defense. A big gainer to the 40-yard line. The Thunderbirds want to crank the tempo.
Man, we're watching a quarterback duel here. Both of these guys are absolutely slinging it every time they're on the field. Now it's this guy's turn, and he's taking advantage of the opportunities. This defense has not had an answer for him. They're not getting enough pressure on him. When he has this kind of time, he is just going to carve you up.
And the defense picks up a sack, getting the quarterback down at the 44.
And that's a really good response by this defense, man. You don't get too down on yourself. You don't beat yourself up. You line up. You play the next play. Nice job getting in the backfield. Now, going on the offensive, getting them in 2nd and long, a pretty predictable situation.
And he's brought down after a short gain.
And that run really didn't go anywhere. And a lot of times we don't focus on it enough, but how important those 5 guys are up front. To get on those defensive linemen, to try to move them out of the way, to get a run game going, it squarely falls on the shoulder of those 5 offensive linemen.
Here comes the heat. Going to try to get it himself. Past the 30. Ripping off a good chunk inside the 25, and they're set up with a 1st down.
You got to be impressed with the quarterback on that last play because he's already been sacked a ton of times in this game. He knows he does not have a lot of time.
Pass rush coming after the quarterback, and they get him at the 32.
And there's no mystery as to why this team's losing today. They've given up 5 sacks. They cannot keep their quarterback upright. And you just saw another example of it right there. He has never been able to get into rhythm throwing the football.
Right through his hands. You just have to make that catch, and it'll be 3rd down. This defense just can't get off the field. The offense unstoppable. From the gun, it's Jenkins. Back to the line of scrimmage, and that is it. It'll be 4th down. And on 4th down, they'll try to salvage the drive with a field goal. And that is no good. Guys, they could have cut the deficit in half if that field goal had been good, still down by 6.
Man, sometimes I just feel like 4th down, man. Just go for it every time. Like the field goal miss, make rate. And listen, kickers have improved the last couple of years, but you left some points off the scoreboard there.
Here's a little room there. Nice pickup on the ground there. They'll move the sticks for the 1st down.
Defense gives up the pretty big run. They get the 1st down. And listen, you got to reload quick now because this offense, they got their foot on the accelerator.
Grab behind the line. It's Mitchell. Makes the grab almost to the 1st down marker, but a good pickup on that one. The Aztecs in a good spot here with 2nd and short. The run inside. It's Mitchell. And he is stopped immediately by the big defensive lineman. Ball's at the 47. They're looking at a 3rd down and short. Back to throw, it's Saunders. Quick completion on the out route. He steps out of bounds, but it will be enough for a 1st down.
It's tough on the defense there. 3rd down, you're in zone coverage. Everybody's watching the quarterback, and you're trying to make a break on the ball, but he just got it out of his hands too quickly, and the throw was too accurate. Really nothing you can do there, and it's now a fresh set of downs.
It's picked off, and they ruin the drive with a turnover. Just a short return, but that would have been icing on the cake. They've got it 1st down at the 42.
And that's why as quarterbacks, you cannot telegraph the pass. You cannot stare down your receivers because these defenders, they're watching it. And that defender knew exactly where the QB was going with that football, and that's why he picked it off.
Surged ahead for a couple there. It'll be 2nd and 8. And it's the Thunderbirds moving quickly to the line.
And after that run, getting right back up to the line of scrimmage to go hurry up, defense has to be ready.
Second down to the air. Rushes on. Stopped at the 46-yard line, but give him 10 yards and the first down. No huddle offense to the line.
And, man, does he keep you honest. Just a guy that can run the football, that can make plays with his legs. You've seen it throughout the day. Listen, this wasn't a big play, but it can be death by 1,000 cuts. He just continues to scramble, make plays, make you defend his feet for a whole game.
Well, the defense didn't have a lot of time to celebrate that last big play because here's the offense right away back at the line of scrimmage, ready to roll again with tempo.
He stopped in his tracks, and at least they didn't lose yardage on this one. On 3rd and long, he's going to have to throw for it. They'll run the screen. They bring him down at the 45-yard line, and this defense rises up on 3rd down. The Thunderbirds will call on their punt team. Boy, they had a chance to track that. But it bounces into the end zone for a touchback. Let's see what Holly Rowe has for us on the sideline.
Guys, here on the San Diego State sideline, they are really hyping up their quarterback right now, guys. You know, they weren't exactly sure what to expect from this young player going into the game, but he has delivered over 200 yards passing. He has proven to be someone they can count on. The coaches keep telling him, poise, composure, keep it going. This young guy is showing what he's made of. Guys?
Okay, Holly. Caught in the backfield, it's Mitchell. Found a little bit of room to operate, but he'll be stopped just short of the first down. Ball spotted at the 29. Here they come on 3rd and short. Trying to slip through and pick it up. That'll be enough for a fresh set of downs. He gets it to the 32.
And that's a good sign for this offense. A good 3rd down conversion, running the football. Obviously, last possession was not what you want. Like the interception, the turnover. Good to get back on the field, get that first down. Now see how much more they'll be aggressive and maybe want to throw the football and put that mistake behind them.
Not much he could do there. Does pick up 2 to the 34. He's going to change things up against this defensive look. Pulls it in. It's Mitchell. They make the stop, trying to pick up just a little bit at a time to get to that first down marker. And the Aztecs are at the line looking to convert on 3rd and short. Bush is ahead. Good effort, but he's going to come up a little bit short. It'll be 4th down and 1. They're getting to the line quickly and staying out there on 4th down. Needs it. Knocked down, but he's got enough to move the chains and convert that 4th down. Headed into the 4th quarter, these two wide receivers, prolific playmakers. Here's how they've done in this one so far. So 1st down will open up the final period. Straight ahead, it's Mitchell.
Man, it's so nice to have a guy that you can depend on. Like, this offense is built around him for a reason. Just a good running back, you can see. Gets north-south, doesn't dance, picks up positive yards, breaks tackles. He's just a really good player, and that's why this offense...
They've got a 1st down here. What a start it's been to this season. We've got a great game here. Close ball game, 4th quarter. Couldn't ask for anything more. Left side is Ford. Makes the grab, down immediately. He picks up a few.
You know, I know it seems like an easy pitch and catch, but for the tight end there, that route potentially changes if it's man coverage. So good job by him knowing it's zone. I'm just going to sit down. This is basically like a check down, right? Let's just take the easy pitch and catch and keep this drive going.
He'll be stopped at the 16-yard line. It's enough for a 1st down in the red zone. They'll send the back in motion. Now from inside the red zone. A little release to the back. That completion will take it inside the 4, and the offense is threatening. And this defense has to step forward. Not only do they have to get a stop, they've got to do it quickly to keep that time from running down. Wants to throw it. Looking to get it in. Touchdown Aztecs! And they take it in for 6 more points. They extend the lead here in the 4th, and after stumbling early, about to push their record to 3-1. The offense flexes its muscle a bit and widens the gap.
Take a little exhale. You know, you did your job, you got points, now you put your defense in a position where, hey, go out and get another stop. We're in great shape, so the offense definitely taking care of their business.
He'll bring it back from inside his 5, and the returner will be brought down. And on that kickoff, we have an injured player on the field. That's the sophomore running back there taking a look at, and Holly Rowe will let us know what's going on the sideline. So the Thunderbirds offense is out on the field and ready to attack. Giving up that last touchdown was an absolute killer. Now it's a 2-possession game. They must get something here. Pushes ahead for 2. They'll mark it at the 17. And it's the Thunderbirds want to pick up the tempo. Off-play action. Rolls right. Trying to make magic with his feet. Slides to the ground. He got away and picked up the first down on a 2nd and long. Maybe this will breathe a little life into this offense, which has been flatlined in the second half. Here's 1st and 10. Under pressure. And the ball comes out. What a disastrous play. Now look what I found. I'd say that's a stroke of good fortune. The offense keeps it.
Doesn't it always seem like that ball is on the ground for like 30 seconds? You got 17 guys running at it in slow motion. Like, I got to get the football. Offense, very lucky to get that football back.
Now facing 2nd and long after the defense came up with that sack. On the move. On the run, and he'll slide to avoid the big hit. Probably the toughest call on the play sheet. 3rd and long. Ball's at the 25. Jackson gonna throw it. He's gonna take off. They make the stop right at the 34-yard line, standing tall to keep them from converting on 3rd down. 4th down coming. They'll try to convert from the Wildcat. On the snap, it's Kennedy. He will be stopped short of the line to gain, and they'll turn it over on downs. Let's check in quickly with Holly Rowe.
Guys, here on the San Diego State sideline, I can see a developing situation with their quarterback and the coaches. Their QB has struggled here today with the turnovers, and there's a lot of conversation. They're showing him those mistakes on the film, trying to get him to see what he's missing. They want to get some confidence built back up in this quarterback, but right now he's shaking his head like, I've got this, I've got this. We'll see if he really does here to take the field. Back to you.
Appreciate that, Holly. Going to work on 2nd down in the red zone. Is still some ground to cover to pick up that 1st down. Grabbed behind the line. It's Napier. And he goes out of bounds after coming up with positive yardage there. Boy, they'd love to move the sticks here and take a shot at it on 1st and goal. Churns into the pile. They make the stop at the 2, but he's got enough to give them a 1st and goal. So close to cashing it in for this offense. He's looking to throw. Max got it on the screen. Touchdown, San Diego State! Made the grab and then did the rest himself, and they put points on the board. They put another score on the board as they try to push this winning streak to 3. And the extra point right down the boulevard is there now, up 20 in the 4th. And it'll come out to the 25. No attempt at a return. So the Thunderbirds offense is out on the field and ready to attack. We'll see if that failed fourth down in their own end last time, David, sort of curbed some of the aggressiveness.
Well, you hear about it all the time.
And the pressure gets there. And down he goes at the 18. The Thunderbirds will hustle to the line.
The defense has been so dominant up front. You've seen it in these passing situations. That now the 7th sack of the game.
He's brought down quickly. Minimal gain there. Still a bit short of the first down. Jackson will throw. Rush right in his face. And down he goes as defense bringing the heat. They pretty much have to keep the offense on the field, and they'll get right to the line of scrimmage. Snapped it, and he has to have it. And down he goes. A sack on fourth down, and the defense gets the football back. The Aztecs line it up with a 1st and goal. They'll try to get it in with the run. He's going for the goal line. Touchdown, Aztecs! And the beatdown has ensued. These guys are really hitting their stride in Week 4 as they push out that lead. And they did tack on the extra point, by the way, knocked it right down the middle. On the move from inside his 5. He was hoping for something a little more dynamic, but they get him on the ground at the 20. So the Thunderbirds offense is out on the field and ready to attack. They were really aggressive going for it in their own end last time and put them in a tough spot, David.
Yeah, aggressive, reckless. They got to find the balance.
Intercepted, and the defense has set him up. And they'll drag him down after a good return on the interception. This offense has it with really good field position. He's changing the play. Snap on first down, wants to throw. And he is finding wide open defenders all over the field. His 3rd interception of the day.
Obviously, this game hasn't gone the way they would have liked, but coaches are always looking for positive moments and things that you can build on. How about that young man going out, getting an interception? Yeah, they're being blown out. They're probably not going to win this football game, but that is the type of play that as a coaching staff you can build on for next week's game.
He stopped just short of his own 20-yard line, but it is enough for the first down.
Yeah, and a nice big pickup on the ground. Palmer, you could have used some of this earlier in the game. Are you calling runs at this point?
No, I'd be a little bit more aggressive, I think, throwing it. I think part of it right now is because the defense, they've got the lead big. They're just playing a little bit more zone, a little bit more prevent. They're fine letting this offense just chip down the field, but they're wasting time off the clock.
That will take us to the 2-minute timeout, and not much time left for this offense to put together a miracle. Long way to go on 2nd down. Jackson gonna throw it. Oh, pressure's coming. Nowhere close on that one as he got drilled trying to deliver the football, and now they face 3rd down. Trying to pick up a 1st down. On 3rd and long, he has to throw for it. Look out! Tough to get a rhythm off the bench, and the first one is incomplete. And it's the Thunderbirds decide to punt it away. Let's see if he can help the coverage team out with this one. Trying to get started. Returns like that are why you don't settle for the fair catch if you don't have to. Picks up just a little bit of yards to help out the Oaks. The Aztecs offense makes its way onto the field to start this drive. What a feeling this has to be, David, in complete control and headed toward victory formation.
Yeah, no stress, under a couple minutes left in the ball game, well in hand. These are the ones, Jesse, you like to just run the clock, take a knee, whatever you want.
No doubt. They're going to love watching this game film, too. There's just so many positives to take away from this, and this is the kind of performance today that is really going to help this offense's confidence.
A nice passing game by this offense. The quarterback and the receiver on the same page. in time, in rhythm, creates the big play. And look at them. They're right back on the football, ready to run another play.
And the Aztecs racing to the line in the hurry-up. Changing the routes with his receivers. They're threatening to score, and they'll throw it. Out wide right, it's Daniels. That completion will take it close to the 5-yard line. They'll mark it at the 6. They'll run it to keep this clock grinding. And they're going to put another one into the end zone as they just keep piling points on the scoreboard. And the extra point will tack another one onto this lead. Quick work on that scoring drive, just 4 plays. And he got into the house from the 6 to finish it. And no chance at a return here. They'll start this drive at their own 25. So the Thunderbirds offense is out on the field and ready to attack. Well, this has pretty much been an evisceration, an old-fashioned stomping, Jesse.
Yeah, and listen, this is one of those games where you're not necessarily throwing the playbook in the trash after this one, but I do think this coaching staff, David, really has to be honest with themselves and rethink what schemes are working and not working and which guys maybe need to get more touches in this offense.
Well, I think I like the trash option as well because it's been hot trash. This has been a bad day. Offense, defense, giving up a ton of points, not scoring near enough. So it's been a bad day you're going to want to forget.
He'll be brought down quickly after a very short game.
And this defense is more than happy with the offense running the football. They've done a great job today. I mean, they've really made this offense work so hard, earn everything they've gotten, and that's why this lead is ballooned like it has.